What's going on, guys? Unknown Player here, and today we're going to be talking about those third elite variants coming to Advanced Warfare soon, and it's one of those things we've known about for quite a while, and Mitochondria has been tweeting and referring to them now and again on Twitter, but today we've got a bit more information about them, which is really cool, including a name of what they're going to be called. So as always, if you enjoy the video, make sure you give it a like rating, and make sure you are subscribed to the channel for the latest news as it comes out. So recently, Condry tweets out this image, which is a picture of the M1 Irons, the new pistol of course, and it has these purple royalty camo, which is very, very strange. The same purple royalty as the Grandmaster gear set that you get for reaching max prestige, which is prestige 30, and but now it's on a weapon which has never been seen before, and it's a very, very cool thing to be able to see. Of course, when you do all of your challenges, you get the normal royalty camo, but this is a purple version, which is pretty cool. And so what has this got to do with those third elite variants? Well, it actually turns out that the third elite variants will actually be called royalty weapons or royalty elite weapons. Not sure how they'll name it, or whether there'll be a separate tier of weapons separate to elite, whether it'll be part of the elite category. All we know so far is that there is a group called the royalty weapons, which matches up with this picture, of course, with a purple royalty camo on it. And these of course have different stats, and they also come with this purple royalty camo already equipped. There'll be one new variant of a lot of new weapons, and if not all the weapons in the game, and they're very similar to elite weapons with crazy stats like drastic changes, perhaps +3 in some statistics, and all come with this purple camo by default, which looks really insane. Now, over on the Call of Duty Reddit, which I'll link in the description for you guys to check out, some more info has actually been found about these royalty weapons, and there's a few guns that we know of which will have royalty variants. These include the AK-12, which we know of before is called the Hall of Fame because Condry tweeted out and made a video on it recently, and we also know it's got +2 damage. Those are among its stats. We already know about the AK-12 Hall of Fame, which is a royalty weapon. There's also an Ameli, an ASM-1, a BAL-27, a HBR-A3, a KF-5, a Pytech, a Moors, an S-12, and a TAC-19. And also there is that SAC, which is the SAC 1.5, which we already know about, and I've talked about that and again in an older video where you can actually get the SACs by themselves. Of course, the SAC 3s are normally akimbo. With the SAC 1.5, you can use just one of them by themselves, and they actually aim down sight and use it like a normal SMG. And it's based like a vector SMG in Advanced Warfare. So SAC 1.5 will be a royalty variant, which allows you to use just one of them, which is really, really cool, and you can basically use it by itself without akimbo. So there's a lot of really cool info that all lines up with what Condry has been teasing about on Twitter. A lot of this data is of course placeholders, so we can't take it as 100% fact. There could and probably will be changes to exactly how it works. I remember recently there was a lot of data about the M1 Irons, the new weapon that came to Advanced Warfare, and there was data about its rate of fire and its reloading, its attachments, all that stuff, and they were very similar to an SMG, and a lot of people thought the M1 Irons would be an SMG, but of course it turned out to be just placeholder data. And of course the M1 Irons is a revolver like we thought, so there could be a bit of placeholder data in here that developers just put into the game as a kind of like temporary information, but it couldn't all be 100% facts, although most of it, as I said, does seem to line up with what has already been said on Twitter by Mitochondria. Of course, he said before, he literally tweeted SAC 1.5, which is hinting at the SAC variant. He tweeted about the third AK-12 variant, and also tweeted an image of this purple royalty weapon. So a lot of the data does seem to match up, although again, it is placeholder, and there could be more weapons, there could be less in the final game. They seem to have so far just taken the most popular and the most used weapons. Of course, every weapon in the game doesn't have a new variant, and he didn't say there would be every weapon, but he did specifically mention the AK, and that's of course on the list. So there could be more weapons, there could be less, but so far it seems to be the most popular and the most used weapons. And some other bits of information that has been pulled is that the SAC 1.5 royalty has a built-in red dot sight, and that the ASM-1 royalty has a built-in extended mags, which is odd because the Speakeasy already has that ridiculous extended magazine. So again, not sure if that's just placeholder data, is subject to change, but that's some information about two of the variants we know about so far. And of course, if we get any more updates, news or announcements, I'll make sure to keep you guys up to date right here on this channel. And if you want the best way to keep up to date with the news, you should follow me on Twitter, because I always tweet out the news faster and right when it comes out before I can get a video up. So make sure you are following me on Twitter and also subscribing to this channel, and I'm sure we'll get more information about these royalty weapons very, very soon. So leave your thoughts in the comment section about these royalty weapons. What do you think about them, or what do you hope to see? And so hopefully you guys have enjoyed the video. Give it a like rating down below if you did, and I'll see you guys in the next video.